So at 30, I started Wine Library TV. YouTube blows up. At 31, I'm on Conan O'Brien, Ellen. There's articles being written about me. Now they're writing that the business grew from $3 to $60 million in sales. I'm becoming this guy. I got so many goddamn emails from friends in high school during that period when I was showing up in all these magazines and TV shows. And every single one of them was like, hey, Gary, you remember me from high school? Oh my God, you're so lucky. I wrote back every single one of them and said, let me just clarify one thing. I'm not lucky. I worked. I worked every goddamn weekend and every holiday since I was 14 years old. So you can keep that luck shit in your pocket. What if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life? What if I told you you die this week? Would you complain about your crap job or that test you don't want to take? I doubt it. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. I mean, look, you might not even be alive. Like, your mom and dad could have had sex like 3 minutes later and you wouldn't even exist. I think we have to change the conversation in our society. Not in Southeast Asia, not in Malaysia, not in America. 7 billion people need to change the conversation of what success looks like. It is not to make $1 billion, it is to actually wake up in the morning and be in a good mood. Humans are byproducts of the information and the energy they decide to consume. This is why I get so crazy about like people who want to like stay in unhappiness. Like if you're unhappy, if you're deeply unhappy, instead of blaming everyone else for it, put in the work to get out of it. I fucking believe in you. Like you can do it. It gets really cozy to blame perfection for not doing. Oh, you don't get it, Julian, I'm a perfectionist. That's why I can't put out this video. This is why I'm not starting my photography career. I'm a perfectionist. No, you're not. You're cute with your words and you're using it as an excuse to not do because you fear failure. You're not a perfectionist. You're an avoider. It's uncomfortably simple out there, which means it's ridiculously complicated. What I mean by that is, it's no different. What I'm going to talk to you about, whether it's life or business right now, is really no different than if this was a health conference. I would come and they would say, how do we get healthier? And I would stand up here and I would say, I'd like you to eat better and I'd like you to exercise every day. And I would say, thank you very much, and I'm out. That's actually the answer. But we don't want to hear it. We'd rather buy $29 fucking apple vinegar shit. We'd rather buy some fucking thing that fucking tightens your waist and performance enhancement drugs and fucking ass implants and all this other shit. The reality is it's super simple. If for some way through a joke or an analogy or a conversation here today or an answer to a question, I can get you to start the process of genuinely being able to handle judgment because you finally are exhausted of living your life based on other people's opinions. You all went through high school. You all lived life trying to do shit to impress other people. And we still do it at scale. The only thing, listen, I'm not out here living my life trying to convince people how to make money like me, because making money is a talent, like singing and playing sports. Some people are better at it than others. Can it be taught? Of course it can be taught. You can always be better at something than you were at a starting point. I can be better at dancing and singing and basketball, but I'm not fucking gonna be LeBron or Beyonce. Do I think people can go from the kind of person that can have a $40,000 a year business to a $3 million a year business? Yes, I do. Do I think the person that has the natural skill of a $40,000 a year business can make $45 million a year? No, I do not. Do I think that we completely need to recalibrate our relationship with what success looks like? Yes, I do. Like, we're out here talking about making $1 million a year as the entry point to balling when the 1% of Americans, top earners, start at $440,000 a year. If you make $440,000 a year in here, you are in the 1% earners in America, one of the richest countries in the world. We're fucking confused, my friends. There's people in here that are 29 that think their life's fucking over next year because they're gonna turn 30 and they don't have their shit figured out. There's fucking 88-year-olds running around Jersey that haven't fucking figured out their life. I don't know what miraculous situation of my parents having sex at the right moment, me being born in the Soviet Union, me growing up in Edison and working in a liquor store in Springfield, but I'm telling you right now, whatever those dynamics were, I sit here back home with an amazing amount of gratitude to my perspective.